Any updates on Teague right now?
He could have gone back in the game. I think he tweaked his ankle. And Josh told me that he could have gone back into the game, and I just saw no need to risk putting him back into the game.
Is this a game, given all the circumstances with injuries, that you just flush it, forget it, or do you dwell on it and look for ways to improve?
Yeah, we'll certainly move on from this. I kind of looked at us and you got to scrap. Regardless of back-to-back, that situation last night where we had to go into overtime, we came out of there banged up, bruised. A lot of things happened in that game. And, tonight, going up against these guys, we just didn't have it. I just didn't feel like we could get up and play them any harder. It just seemed like our legs were gone. They were cutting, and we were standing, and we just couldn't keep up with them. They basically, just had easy cuts to the basket. And, with their movement, this team moves the ball first in assists. Their movement off the ball is going to require you to be conditioned to play them. And, they picked us apart tonight.
Is it possible to kind of emulate what they do on offense? You don't have the same players, but is it possible to kind of copy or try to do the same things they do to get good shots?
Well, I think, we talk about ball movement. I thought at times we got a little stagnant, and, we started making it was just one pass on our offense, and we were, firing up shots. And, with them, they went to a switching defense that basically forces you to go into isolation basketball. And, we wanted movement, movement in the offense, make them work defensively. And it felt like in the, second, third, fourth options in your offense, you'll get open looks. We started to jack up, some quick shots at times. They put Draymond Green at the 5 and just switched everything, which when you are playing against a defense like that, kind of forces you into isolation basketball.
Nate, given the depleted roster that you have right now, given it's the second game of a back-to-back, given the first game was an overtime game on the road, how difficult of a challenge was this for these guys 15 games into the season?
Well, I think anytime you go up against a team like Golden State, you want to be healthy, and you need to be healthy. We get the news right before the game that Miles would not be out. We knew that Paul and CJ would be out, and it was going to be a huge challenge to beat this team, even at full strength. So it was a challenge for us. Injuries are a part of it. The game has to be played, and you have to go out there with that approach that anything can happen. If you go out there and you work and you scrap. We saw that last night. We had some injuries last night in OKC. I thought we fought, we scrapped, and we played a solid game and won our first road game. And tonight we didn't seem to have that in us.
In the first half, the game was still close. They went small. You still kept some big guys in, but offensively, they never could use their size to their advantage. What did you see going on in those situations?
Okay, could you repeat that?
In the first half, Golden State went small. The game was still close at the time, but your team could never really get the size advantage to get some points on that side of the ball for them. What was the mismatch there for you guys?
Well, that's when they went to switching. They switched everything, So in that situation, we're trying to take advantage of Steph Curry and pick and rolls. They basically, had him playing one of our wings, and they went to switching everything, which, again, if you can't post up in a situation like that and get a matchup there, it forces you to go isolation basketball on the perimeter. And you got to have a guy who is able to create and get a bucket in situations like that when teams – do that. One thing, sometimes you don't want to match up and try to play small ball with teams like that because their small team most times are better than most small teams. And, we had Al Jefferson out there. They brought in Draymond Green, and we kind of figured that they would go to a spread offense and look to attack. We matched up with Thaddeus, and they really, just opened up the game then.
But if the injuries keep piling up for some of your guards, are we going to see you suit up for this team come Wednesday or Friday?
No, I'm hoping that guys tomorrow will be able to get some work, and we will get one or two of our guys back on Wednesday.
Just aside from even the back-to-back, how difficult is it to game plan for a team that puts so many threats on the floor like that?
Well, it's a challenge. It's a challenge because of their versatility. I mean, they got really 4 or 5 guys out there, really 5 guys they can put on the floor that can handle the ball and are playing somewhat point forward. Draymond just allows those guys to play a different style of basketball with his physicality on the defensive end of the floor, able to guard centers, but on the offensive end of the floor, he's able to initiate their offense at the 5 spot. Makes it a challenge for you to either try to match up with them or try to take advantage of that small ball. And, he's a guy that he's not that big, but he plays – he's not that tall, but he plays big.